The story begins with a talented woman named Ye-sul, who works at an advertising company. Ye-sul has a unique ability. She can see someone's future by kissing a part of their body. She discovered this power in childhood, when she kissed her father's hand and foresaw his imminent death. This gift became a burden when she kissed her boyfriend and saw that he would cheat on her. Terrified of seeing futures that didn't align with her hopes, Ye-sul decided to stop dating to avoid the pain of betrayal. Despite her resolve, Ye-sul often dreams of a mysterious man with whom she shares an intimate connection, though she can never see his face clearly. One day, during a meeting at her office, the company's stern and disciplined boss, Min-hoo, oversaw the proceedings. After Ye-sul presented her team's plan, the investors criticized it harshly, considering the design lackluster. To salvage her position, Ye-sul approached a famous model named Ji-young for help. Ji-young, intrigued by Ye-sul's lipstick, touched her lips, allowing Ye-sul to see a vision of Ji-young successfully promoting the product. Relieved, Ye-sul thanked her and left. That evening, Ye-sul confided in her supportive aunt Hae-jin, the only person who believed in her ability. Late that night, Ye-sul received an urgent call from Min-hoo, instructing her to come to the shoot location as the props had been damaged by rain. Upon arriving, Ye-sul slipped and accidentally kissed Min-hoo, revealing his future. She was shocked to see that the mysterious man from her dreams was her boss. It later emerged that Min-hoo had an extraordinary condition where his senses of hearing and smell were heightened to an extreme degree, but only when he kissed a woman. This newfound sensitivity was a result of his kiss with Ye-sul. Ji-young, aware of Min-hoo's condition and its cause, became angry and sought to discover who had kissed him. However, Min-hoo chose to dismiss Ji-young to avoid further complications. The next day, Ye-sul struggled to concentrate at work and avoided her friends who had witnessed the previous night's events. While at the shooting location, she accidentally saw Min-hoo changing clothes and was startled to find no scar on his back, contrary to her dream vision. This led her to doubt the accuracy of her foresight. Complications continued as the rain-soaked props caused the ad shoot to fail, earning Ye-sul another scolding from the investors. Fortunately, Min-hoo intervened and clarified the situation, persuading the investors to give Ye-sul and her team another chance. Motivated, Ye-sul's team worked tirelessly and successfully produced a second ad by midnight. On the product launch day, their efforts were rewarded as the ad garnered significant interest and sales. However, the celebration was interrupted by an old man causing a scene. In the chaos, Ye-sul was thrown and fell, but Min-hoo quickly rescued her, sustaining injuries that required stitches on his back. Seeing the wound reignited Ye-sul's confusion since her vision had shown Min-hoo with a scar. Later, at Min-hoo's apartment, Ye-sul was further surprised to find his room exactly as she had envisioned. In a desperate bid for clarity, she attempted to kiss him again, but was thwarted when he woke up. Returning home, Ye-sul was embarrassed and stressed about facing Min-hoo again, unsure of what the future held. The following day, Hae-jin reassured Ye-sul and suggested she keep her distance from Min-hoo. Despite this, Ye-sul found herself sharing an elevator with him. Due to her successful advertisement, Ye-sul's picture was displayed in the office, recognizing her as the employee of the month. The investors were also thrilled with her performance and planned to promote her. However, before her promotion, she needed to complete a significant project called the Movioe project, which involved advertising a luxurious car. Min-hoo, pleased with her recognition, informed Ye-sul about the high stakes of the upcoming project and advised her to familiarize herself with the product. They then headed to a library to study advertising strategies together. On their way, while waiting at a red light, Ye-sul watched a video of a director named Pil-yo winning an award. Pil-yo was Ye-sul's ex-boyfriend, and seeing him brought back memories she couldn't shake. At the library, as Ye-sul gathered materials for the advertisement, a sudden power outage occurred. In the darkness, she accidentally kissed Min-hoo's hand, triggering her ability to see the future. This time, she envisioned someone giving her a ring, leading her to blush at the thought that Min-hoo might propose. A few days later, while shopping with a friend, Ye-sul spotted Min-hoo in a jewelry store. This sighting made her excited, as she believed he was planning to propose, just like in her vision. Later, a grand party was organized to celebrate the company's success. Ye-sul, confident that Min-hoo would propose, was stunned when he arrived with a hairstyle identical to the one in her dreams. As the party began, Ye-sul, expecting her vision to come true, waited for Min-hoo in a room. To her surprise, the person who proposed was not Min-hoo, but her ex-boyfriend Pil-yo. Ye-sul declined the proposal and left Pil-yo at the party. Pil-yo then announced he would be directing the Movioe project, meaning Ye-sul would have to work with him. Distressed by the news, Ye-sul went home with a heavy heart, troubled by the return of her ex-boyfriend. Their past relationship had ended because Pil-yo prioritized work over their promises, leading to constant arguments and their eventual breakup. Lost in thought, Ye-sul nearly got hit by a car, but was saved by Min-hoo. Seeing her in such a state, Min-hoo invited her for a drink. During their conversation, a tipsy Ye-sul revealed her ability and mentioned their intimate moment in the future. She even asked Min-hoo to kiss her to validate her vision. The next morning, Ye-sul woke up in a hotel room, fearful that Min-hoo remembered the previous night's events. Her fears were confirmed when Min-hoo arrived and questioned her about her dream of seeing the future through kissing. Embarrassed by her actions, Ye-sul remained silent. Despite the awkwardness, she had to go to work with Min-hoo. In the elevator, she was startled by the sudden appearance of Pil-yo. Seeing them together, Pil-yo assumed they had spent the night at the hotel. At work, Min-hoo was perplexed because his heightened senses, which should have been active after the kiss, were not. Pil-yo then joined the team for the Movioe project, and during introductions, he shook hands with Ye-sul, causing Min-hoo's hearing condition to relapse. Jealous and confused, Min-hoo warned Ye-sul not to let her personal feelings for Pil-yo interfere with their work, threatening her job if she did. The following day, when Pil-yo and Ye-sul prepared to test the Movioe car for their commercial, they were unexpectedly joined by Min-hoo, who insisted on coming along. He claimed he needed to oversee the significant project, but his real motive was to keep Pil-yo away from Ye-sul. They drove to a desolate area, where Pil-yo sped up the car, creating a thick cloud of dust that reminded Ye-sul of the future event she had envisioned with Min-hoo. Despite this, Min-hoo remained skeptical about Ye-sul's abilities until, after a phone call with his doctor, Ye-sul overheard Pil-yo expressing his intention to marry her. This startled Ye-sul, causing her to almost fall, but Min-hoo caught her. In the process, Min-hoo's phone fell and cracked, exactly as Ye-sul had foreseen. These two incidents finally convinced Min-hoo of Ye-sul's ability, and he hoped her vision of their intimate moments would come true. Back at the office, Min-hoo suggested to Ye-sul that they should try to make her vision a reality. However, their plan was interrupted by Ji-young's arrival. That night, Min-hoo experienced his heightened senses again, making it difficult for him to rest. The next day, Min-hoo directly asked Ye-sul if their abilities could disappear after they had an intimate moment. Initially uncertain, Ye-sul also wanted to get rid of her condition and agreed with his idea. This made Min-hoo very happy, thinking his condition might also vanish. He suggested they proceed as soon as possible, and although embarrassed, Ye-sul agreed to do it that night. Just as they were about to start, Ye-sul remembered that in her vision, they were supposed to be drunk, so they stopped. Instead, Ye-sul set some conditions for their relationship, asking Min-hoo to treat her kindly if they began dating. Meanwhile, Hae-jin went on a date with Min-hoo's doctor, Jae-kyung. They had been in love for a long time, but agreed to be together for just 1 week before breaking up and moving on. On the same day, Min-hoo visited Ji-young's adoptive father, who used to be his doctor. Min-hoo clarified that he only saw Ji-young as a sister and could never love her romantically. That evening, Ye-sul went on a blind date arranged by Pil-yo, a condition for him to work on their project. During the date, Pil-yo asked why they had broken up after they kissed. Ye-sul recalled seeing Pil-yo with a child in her vision, but the woman with him wasn't her. She hesitated to explain this, fearing he wouldn't believe her. Later, Pil-yo drove Ye-sul home, where an unknown man broke into her house. Fortunately, Min-hoo was there. After the police handled the situation, Ye-sul asked Min-hoo why he was at her house. He explained that he had been trying to reach her about her blind date, and when she didn't answer, he decided to check on her. Seeing her house in disarray, Min-hoo took Ye-sul to his office to stay. In the elevator, Ye-sul recalled a happy future with Min-hoo. Min-hoo, noticing her racing heart, checked her forehead just as the elevator doors opened, revealing her co-workers. After returning home, Min-hoo watched a video of a young girl painting happily, someone who seemed very important to him. The next day, Ye-sul inquired with the police about the stalker case at her house, only to learn that they had reported everything to Min-hoo. She went straight to Min-hoo's house to ask if he truly liked her. Min-hoo confessed that he did, making the situation awkward. Ye-sul clarified his statement, and he confirmed that he had liked her since she started working at his company. Pil-yo overheard Min-hoo's confession, leading them to a soju drinking challenge at a cafe. Both men got drunk, so Ye-sul called Pil-yo's younger brother to take him home while she took Min-hoo home. Meanwhile, Hae-jin was shocked at the hospital. When Min-hoo suddenly arrived at the hospital with the intention to interrupt, Sun asked about their relationship, but she still refused to continue it. Returning to Ye-sul after Min-hoo woke up, he immediately asked about her feelings. After that, Ye-sul saw her future with Mi-hoo. Unexpectedly, their future looked very happy as a couple. With that vision of her future, Ye-sul asked if they could start dating. After that, they started dating, and during this date, Ye-sul added more conditions for Min-hoo, ensuring he wouldn't act recklessly towards her. Coincidentally, they ran into Ji-young, who immediately asked what they were doing. Mi-hoo told Ji-young that Ye-sul was now his girlfriend. After their date, Min-hoo also informed Sun that he was now dating Ye-sul. Upon hearing this, Sun was surprised and advised him to explain all his secrets to Ye-sul. However, Min-hoo refused, fearing that Ye-sul would be overly worried about him. Min-hoo then remembered how he first met Ye-sul at the office. Since Ye-sul joined, Min-hoo had been trying to get closer to her, but after learning that Ye-sul had a boyfriend, Min-hoo backed off. Eventually, Ye-sul broke up with her boyfriend, but she said she would never have another boyfriend, and this situation made it very difficult for Min-hoo to pursue his love for Ye-sul. On the other hand, Ye-sul had a dream where she saw a little girl drowning and being saved by a boy of the same age who seemed to be a young Mi-hoo. Ye-sul then asked her mom about it, but her mom seemed to be hiding something from her. The next day, Pil-yo came to Ye-sul's house and accidentally found the dating agreement between Ye-sul and Mi-hoo. Curious, Pil-yo asked Ye-sul about it at the office, where Ye-sul explained that she was very afraid Mi-hoo would play with her feelings. Upon hearing this, Pil-yo confessed that he still loved Ye-sul, where he also realized and knew about her ability to see the future after having overheard a conversation between Ye-sul and Hoo discussing her visions of Min-hoo. Unfortunately, Ye-sul still refused to accept Pil-yo back. She then went to see Min-hoo and apologized because Pil-yo had found out about their dating contract. Fortunately, Min-hoo didn't mind about it. He even said that Ye-sul's future would be very happy with him. On the following day, Ye-sul was invited by Pil-yo to go somewhere to meet their client, but upon arriving at the destination, Pil-yo didn't take Ye-sul to meet the client. Instead, they met a woman named Junga. Unexpectedly, Junga was the woman who had once taken Pil-yo away from Ye-sul. At that moment, Junga apologized to Ye-sul for her past behavior towards her, where she told Ye-sul that she used to have feelings for Pil-yo. However, Pil-yo loved Ye-sul deeply, so she couldn't take him away from Ye-sul, and it turned out what Ye-sul saw wasn't what she had thought, because the baby in her vision wasn't the child of Pil-yo and Junga. Upon learning this, Ye-sul felt guilty for not listening to Pil-yo's explanation earlier. After that, Pil-yo, who's still in love with Ye-sul, tried hard once again to ask her to reconcile their relationship. However, Ye-sul was now deeply in love with Min-hoo, so she still refused his invitation. But their conversation had been recorded by someone. Moreover, after the day passed, the recording had spread to all the employees in the office. Not only that, the recording had also reached Min-hoo, who at that moment asked Ye-sul about the meaning of the recording, wherein Hoo also made it clear to her that he wouldn't accept it if she went out alone with Pil-yo. But Ye-sul, unaware of what was happening, couldn't explain it, which made Min-hoo very angry, and he left immediately. That night, Ye-sul came home feeling very confused, so she decided to meet Min-hoo and explain what happened between her and Pil-yo. After that, Ye-sul was very distressed because her name was now being gossiped about in her office. Shortly after, Ye-sul received a call from her mum, informing her that one of the photos in their house had disappeared. As Ye-sul was about to respond, she was surprised to see Ji-young and Min-hoo kissing. Min-hoo tried to explain everything to Ye-sul, that Ji-young had forced him to kiss her, but Ye-sul, who was already disappointed, didn't believe Min-hoo's words. In fact, Ye-sul even asked him to end their relationship. After that, Ye-sul immediately left, leaving Min-hoo, who once again felt the pain in his head. Not long after, Ye-sul, who was very disappointed with Min-hoo, walked aimlessly until she didn't realize that she was now being followed by someone with bad intentions towards her. Meanwhile, Min-hoo, whose hearing had sharpened again, was very surprised to learn that Ye-sul was in danger. In a panic, he hurriedly chased after and searched for Ye-sul's whereabouts. After searching for a while, Min-hoo finally found Ye-sul and saved her. Upon arriving home, Min-hoo immediately told Ye-sul that he would experience headaches when he kissed someone. Min-hoo also explained to her that his hearing was sharper than others. However, Ye-sul didn't immediately believe it because she thought it was just an excuse from Min-hoo to make her forgive him. The following day, upon waking up with a sense of tranquility, Ye-sul promptly extended her apologies to Min-hoo for overlooking his explanation the day before. Min-hoo, in turn, graciously pardoned her and expressed his desire for her to remain at his side. As they made their way to the office, they unexpectedly crossed paths with Ji-young and Pil-yo, who happened to be passing by. Observing Ye-sul's unease, Pil-yo took the initiative to escort Ji-young away from the scene. Upon reaching a nearby cafe, Ji-young couldn't contain her emotions and burst into tears, struggling to accept Min-hoo's company with another. Shortly thereafter, amidst the commencement of the movie advertisement shoot, Ji-young accidentally slipped, resulting in a twisted ankle. Despite the setback, there were still remaining scenes to capture. Promptly, Pil-yo instructed Ye-sul to step in for Ji-young, deeming her a fitting replacement. Fortunately, Ye-sul embraced the opportunity and performed smoothly in her inaugural shoot. Meanwhile, back at home, Ye-sul's mother noticed a puzzling absence, a single photograph of her husband, seemingly taken by the persistent stalker lurking in the shadows. The subsequent day, as Ye-sul and Min-hoo headed to work, they inadvertently encountered their fellow co-workers, prompting Ye-sul's discomfort. Quick to react, Min-hoo discreetly withdrew from the situation. Following this, Ye-sul urged Min-hoo to maintain a facade of normalcy at the office, aiming to conceal their relationship from prying eyes. Responding to her request, Min-hoo adopted a demeanor of even greater toughness. Later that evening, Min-hoo extended an invitation to Ye-sul for a leisurely stroll. During their outing, Min-hoo assured Ye-sul of his unwavering support for their relationship, pledging to respect her decisions. Upon returning home, Ye-sul received an unexpected invitation from Pil-yo to attend a screening of his latest film. What ensued was a movie that mirrored Ye-sul's past relationship with Pil-yo, even culminating in a familiar ending. Following the screening, Ye-sul opted for transparency, divulging her secrets to Pil-yo. Feeling a sense of relief, Ye-sul resolved to embrace change and forge a new path. Subsequently, she reached out to Min-hoo, arranging a meeting at her apartment to discuss their relationship. Here, Ye-sul expressed her desire to dissolve their contract, seeking a more authentic connection. The next morning, Ye-sul woke to a joyous revelation, made even brighter by Min-hoo's culinary efforts. The day unfolded, with Ye-sul's curiosity piqued by a painting in Min-hoo's abode, which bore a connection to his past. As they shared a meal, Ye-sul stumbled upon an item that sparked memories of Min-hoo's childhood. Their conversation turned to Min-hoo's mysterious ailment, which he attributed to a formative incident at the age of 13. As time passed, Ye-sul's affection for Min-hoo grew bolder, culminating in an unexpected display of affection in the office elevator. Meanwhile, Ji-young found solace in Pil-yo, harboring newfound feelings for him. Later, Ye-sul and Min-hoo attended her mother's art exhibition, where an unexpected revelation regarding Min-hoo's past surfaced, unraveling connections between their intertwined histories. Following a conversation with Min-hoo, Ye-sul's mother was startled by a mysterious floral delivery, potentially linked to the persistent stalker. The subsequent day, Ye-sul and Min-hoo attempted to recreate an intimate moment from Ye-sul's vision, only to be thwarted by a series of unforeseen obstacles. Despite the challenges, they remained steadfast in their commitment to each other. Meanwhile, Pil-yo's successful film project culminated in a celebratory gathering, where a game of truth inadvertently exposed Ye-sul and Min-hoo's relationship to their co-workers. The revelation prompted Min-hoo to seek solace in alcohol, inadvertently revealing his feelings in a group chat. This revelation stirred Ye-sul's jealousy, leading to a heartfelt moment of reconciliation between her and Min-hoo, mirroring the future vision she had seen. On the other hand, Ye-sul's mother had been under surveillance by the stalker for some time. Moreover, her new partner had encountered an assault from the stalker. The next day, Ye-sul woke up feeling joyful, but after Min-hoo kissed her, she had a vision of him being in an accident. Soon after, Hoo called her with news of her mother's partner's accident. Ye-sul began to suspect the stalker's presence. Meanwhile, Ye-sul's mother called Min-hu, urging him to take Ye-sul to safety, having known the stalker for a while. After contacting Min-hu, Ye-sul's mother received a call from the stalker, threatening to continue following her. Meanwhile, Min-hu took it upon himself to find the stalker's whereabouts to gather evidence against him, intending to hand it over to the police. Meanwhile, Ji-young encountered Pil-yo again, hoping for a connection. Unfortunately, Pil-yo informed her of his plans to return to America for his career. Meanwhile, Ye-sul and Min-hu went for another romantic stroll, trying to ease her worries about his future, which she had foreseen. However, Ye-sul's concerns persisted, leading her to consider leaving South Korea for Min-hu's safety. While on the road, Ye-sul became the stalker's target. At the same time, Min-hu heard the stalker's footsteps and swiftly chased after Ye-sul. Terrified, Ye-sul sought refuge in a cafe, where a man offered her a drink. After consuming it, Ye-sul felt dizzy and lost consciousness. When she woke up, she found herself in her old home, with the stalker admitting to drugging her. He claimed Ye-sul as his child, but she vehemently denied it. Delving into the stalker's past, it was revealed that he once harbored affection for Ye-sul's mother, which turned to resentment after she chose Ye-sul's biological father over him. Enraged, the stalker fatally stabbed Ye-sul's father. In the present, Ye-sul pleaded with the stalker to let her go, but he saw through her deception and chased her as she fled into the forest. Trapped on a frozen lake, Ye-sul fell into the water, but was saved by Min-hu just in time. As Min-hu performed CPR, Ye-sul recalled their past encounters, including the day he saved her from drowning. In a surprising twist, the stalker stabbed Min-hu, triggering Ye-sul's future vision, showing Min-hu in critical condition. Shortly after, Min-hu was rushed to the hospital, leaving Ye-sul devastated. As Min-hu lay in a coma, Ye-sul remembered their first meeting during a heavy rainstorm when she got lost. With Min-hu's help, she was reunited with her parents, and from that day on, she harbored feelings for him. Over time, their bond grew stronger, with Min-hu always there for her, even witnessing her father's murder by the stalker. Min-hu once again saved Ye-sul from the stalker, solidifying their connection. Sometime later, Min-hu regained consciousness, prompting a joyful reunion with Ye-sul, who professed her love. However, to Ye-sul's dismay, Min-hu had lost his memory. Despite her attempts to help him remember, Ye-sul realized he was pretending. After a kiss, they discovered their powers had vanished. Despite frequent arguments, they eventually reconciled, with Ye-sul securing a promotion at work. However, their disagreements persisted, causing friction during a meeting. At home, Ye-sul's mother advised them to mature their relationship, citing Hu and Sun as an example. Despite the advice, their arguments continued. Meanwhile, Ji-young confessed her feelings to Pil-yo, who reciprocated, while Ye-sul and Min-hu continued to bicker. Ultimately, Min-hu matured, leading to reconciliation with Ye-sul, ending their tumultuous journey. The story of Ye-sul and Min-hu imparts a powerful moral lesson about trust, communication, and embracing one's unique abilities. Despite the challenges and misunderstandings they faced, Ye-sul and Min-hu learned the importance of honesty and trust in building a strong relationship. Ye-sul's initial fear of her abilities and the future they revealed caused her to distance herself from love and connection. However, through her journey, she discovered that confronting her fears and communicating openly with Min-hu allowed them to overcome obstacles together. Their story highlights that true connection requires vulnerability and the courage to share one's true self, even when it feels risky. Furthermore, the story underscores the significance of perseverance and resilience. Both characters faced personal struggles and external threats, yet their commitment to each other and their willingness to adapt and grow ultimately led them to a deeper understanding and stronger bond. Their experiences illustrate that facing challenges head-on, with trust and communication, can transform burdens into strengths and pave the way for a brighter future. Ultimately, the moral lesson is that trust, honest communication, and embracing one's unique gifts are essential for overcoming life's challenges and building meaningful, lasting relationships. Thank you for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed the thrilling and mysterious event story. Your support means the world to us, and we're excited to continue bringing you captivating stories. If you have any suggestions or ideas for future videos, we'd love to hear from you. Whether it's more spine-chilling horror stories, intriguing mysteries, or even heartwarming tales, your input is invaluable. Please leave your thoughts in the comments below, and let us know what kind of content you'd like to see next. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. Your feedback helps us create even better stories for you to enjoy. Stay tuned for the next episode, and thank you again for being part of our community. See you soon.